Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. Alright, so I'm going to talk about making TikTok videos. Just regular old TikTok videos. Just quotes. Something you find to be important to yourself. You know, if you feel strongly about a certain quote or a saying or something like that. And basically how to make it without using... I'm going to use Adobe for this, but I'm going to show how to do it with CapCut and everything as well. And make it custom content so that you don't have any issues.
They're watching you, big dog. They're watching you.
I gotta turn my sound off though. That's why. I forgot to turn that off. Okay, now I can turn the sound back on. Show off a couple examples of the types of videos I've done. Got that one. This one did pretty well. I think it's up to 3,200 views in a little over a week. And
how's that? Oh, I thought this was the song from this morning. I don't think it is.
not these. Not that. But anyway, kind of, let's see, like this one. So I made this one and I generated the woman standing on the beach in the woman standing on the beach I generated with AI and the ocean's there, but then I took an overlay of the ocean spilling in and dropped it in, and I blended it into the background so that it looked like the ocean was actually flowing in. And that was the same one, and then the same with this guy. Did the same thing. It was kind of a sketchy blur. I put a a beach back there, and it was just all over the place. That one didn't work out too well. But I took this, two cloud overlays, two separate ones, and I blended them together so that they moved separately, and then put a sky in the background moving the same way. Same thing here. Let me see. Where's the other ones? Oh, this is one of my favorites here. Pretty strong meaning for me. Thought it'd get a lot more generation and views, but it did not. I'm sure it will eventually. I'll have to repost it again. And same with this one. I took a background drive through the country.
Happy Saturday.
Put an overlay of a
What's going on?
gray background.
Oh, squeezing it here.
Let me see. So I did this one. This one's from scratch. And so we're gonna make something like one of these.
Christmas story house.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm TikTok living as well. Multitasking. I'm watching my wife's live as well because she's sitting right next to me. Whoop. Okay, so a lot of times I use Adobe Express unless the capability's not there. Sometimes, I mean, Adobe Express is pretty good. I actually like it quite a bit. I remember when it was first released, I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was very, very glitchy. It was not fun to use at all. I remember, I think I had it on an iPhone or an iPad to begin with, and I was not a fan of it. Did not have good features. It wasn't very clear and concise, but now basically they give you templates, kind of like CapCut does, to the point where you can just throw something together. But what I do is I'll use a template for, say, a TikTok video, by going to the social media tab and then clicking a TikTok video and browsing the templates, but that just gives me my size. It's just my cheat to get the size, and I leave it completely empty. I name my file whatever I want, so TikTok video or YouTube short or whatever you're doing, and then you name your page whatever motivational quote. That way your file is named properly, which is better for your video views and helps the internet find your content a lot easier. So if somebody Google searches something, your video is more likely to pop up. So keep that in mind. Try to name them simply. Try not to keyword spam. That's not cool. A lot of people do it, but it's not worth the time, especially if your content gets banned because of it. So we're going to just grab something here. I don't know if I want to use anything from here, so I'll go to the media section right over here. Hope my mouse is visible enough on that. And I'll go to videos. And so you can do seasonal, small business. Some of these are free stock, so you can use them. I don't generally leave them the way they are. I edit them so that they're a little bit different, not the exact same thing, because I don't want the duplicate content on the internet. I'm a big fan of clouds in the background or sunshine, like anything, like positive clouds, like clear sky, white clouds, blue, I think is good positive energy. Bright ocean pictures are always good. Sunset pictures with people motivational in the background. Forests are more like, well, obviously serenity. They're serene pictures, and they basically, it just helps people feel more calm in many aspects, even if they're not out in the wilderness. So you would want to use something like that. You would want to use like a forest if you wanted to talk about something calming or remembering the people you love or stuff like that. Hopes and dreams, you're going to want something bright color-wise, because when you think about it, it's motivating. The colors are vibrant, and the energy of motivation is vibrant as well. I like to, when I do motivational videos, I specifically like to take and start on a dark topic and turn it positive. So I'll take two separate videos and change the color of the text as it goes through the video, so that when it gets to the end, it basically changes the mood of somebody that wanted to watch that negative video that it started out as, and influences them to think more positively, casually think more positively, instead of, you know, somebody telling you, hey, just cheer up, because I don't think that honestly works very well. Oh, they do have some cool stock though. Like, technology is like self growth, and, you know, pushing forward and breaking the boundaries and chasing your goals. In my mind, you get something techy, or, you know, colors, the way the colors work are vibrant and they pop to make the electronics and the metal backgrounds look cool. You can drive home some pretty powerful points with those. So I put a lot of thought process into the idea of how I make these videos, and generally I'll see something specifically, which I'm looking for right now. I'll see something specifically that just pops to me, and I think to myself, like, okay, so I see this one and it looks like it almost looks like there's a face in the background. And so what I would do is have a transition of pictures in the background on this video. So if you take a couple pictures, we'll grab some more media here. We'll grab some photos, just some stock photos, throw them into the background, and I'll blend this in with the scene, and so that it drops backwards. And I'll actually put, let's see, choose something from wellness. And I would say grab some form of face, even though you're actually not going to see the face. And I'll remove the background on that, get rid of it. And what I'll do is I'll check the multiply feature and okay, so there we go.
I can't remember what this picture was. Is it the fair? Remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
At Demolition Derby.
I want to try to blend this in so that basically I don't want to see her in the background, but I want to see people's faces pop up. And so I'll transition that image in with a slow fade, like a long duration, soft fade in, and then same thing with the fade out. I'll make the image disappear. And then what you'll see is that as the face starts to produce in there, she will start to appear in there as well, and then start to disappear. And even though that's just a light thing, let's see if we can. And then I'll grab other images the same way and take them and I will put them let's see. We'll see if the background will automatically remove from this one or not. I don't know if it will. Oh yeah, it did. So I'll actually fill up the image on this one. And I'll do the same thing. Multiply. Drop the transparency a bit. And I will have her fade in here. I'll take this image and put it towards the beginning. Go down to the animations. I'm going to fade that one in really slow as well so that it looks natural. And then I'm going to fade it out the same. Actually, I'm going to have her maybe use the breathe feature, and I'm going to slow the speed way down. Drop the intensity so it's not as aggressive.
Aggressive, huh?
I want it to be natural. It's like waving. Oh yeah, that's super cool. See how that blended in? And I think with her picture I'm going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to use a
How's it going?
I think I needed, honestly I think I
Exciting
needed to
happening
make
here.
this picture a little bit bigger.
Just hanging out, working.
I need to make sure that she's got the fade out as well. She does. Fade in, loop. I think I went with the breathe. So I'm gonna grab this one and do the same thing. Okay. to drop the intensity on that one though, so it's not as aggressive. I'm looking for something that's calming to the nerves, almost like a calm stimulation. When you see it, it brings positive, calm, forward movement, progress.
I like those colors.
Did you see?
Like, does it go from like black to bluish?
Do you see the people in it?
Oh yeah. Are you going to have to edit me out of your video? Because I keep talking.
No, I'm not worried about that. I do think I want to... Flash in, blur in. I don't want to spin in. Let's see. How about that? But really.
Yeah, they need to make chairs that have small seats, like from front to back. Do they make those?
What's that? They
Well,
have
like
small seats?
The seat itself is like...
Oh, yeah.
narrow?
Yeah, they do.
That way my back can be on the actual back of the chair.
Copy this, duplicate it, put it over the top, and then I'll multiply that, because then it should blend the images in even better. Let's see. There's one, there's two. Might just put that as a scene.
Hi, Pizza. How's it going? Happy Saturday. What are you up to?
See, I didn't even see the first person,
Hi,
so I
I'm
gotta
working.
figure out if I can just, yeah. Let's see. See if I have her transition out the rest of the way. So same way, I had the image grew in from the background and came to the front, and so I want it to keep going the whole time.
Oh.
So basically it'll start from the back and it'll keep growing all the way out of the front of the photo. Yeah, that's perfect. I like that. And you can see that as I'm doing this, basically I'm trying to work off of what the background's doing. So I'm just kind of looking at it cross-eyed. And sometimes I have no clue where I'm going with these creations. These graphics, I have absolutely no clue. But they generally come together pretty well. I know what the idea is behind what I want. I just don't know what I want exactly, and that's kind of leaves me with a lot of options, the things I can actually choose to do. You know, I'm not stuck in the mindset of just choosing one type of graphic, which opens me up to the idea that, you know, if I find a good subject and I throw all of the different background videos and stuff like that into one, and I wind up making like 10 different videos instead. I think for this one, I think maybe adding something from nature. Not just people, maybe some pets.
You got those good quotes that you had the other day.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about using some. See, use this eagle. Eagle represents freedom, and you can see from the people that I'm choosing to be inside of the graphics as well are representing happiness and freedom. And so just seeing an eagle just made me think, you know, if I was to have this eagle fly in from the top down to the middle of the graphic and then just have it bounce for a second in the middle and then have it take off again, I think it would match up pretty well. So let's see what that looks like. Doesn't always go the way you want it to. So I can have it rise, I can have it drop. I change that to smooth. And then I would loop it so that it I don't like the term wiggle. Let's see. Let's try the yo-yo effect.
I never registered Frank's.
Thank you guys, whoever's in here. I have not been looking down here.
Never registered Frank's chip.
I kind of like that.
The eagle flying.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. So then, same way, I'll have it rise out of the picture slowly, smooth or soft motion. I can go out to the right. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so if I drop that behind that background, I'm gonna have to blend that in. So let's see, I can multiply that one, drop it in there. I wonder if I can basically run that one throughout the entire background of the video. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's already turning out better than I expected, honestly. Let's see if I can get that to blend it a little bit better.
I think I went all the way back to 2018, and I think they're all in the hidden.
So I'm actually going to change since I duplicated the top layer like a sandwich, so I put the bottom layer in there, put an image there so that it pops up in the background, 3 images are in there. Top one, I made it more transparent, so it's almost like the images are sandwiched in between and you're just kind of like looking at a picture window through it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and change the background of the one that's in the back. I want to see if I can get the color to change to something more vibrant. I'm not a huge fan. I like red, but I'm not a huge fan of how the mood it represents. And so now I just turn that more yellow and green by multiplying the top layer. So that it duplicates the bottom layer and then it blends the two colors together. I could probably... Oh, scared me. The neighbor, yeah. Scared the crap out of me. I was so focused there. I wonder what would happen if I changed the top layer to like a grayscale. And then blended it in. Ah, come on now. There's a screen. Okay. Now basically we have a full blue image instead. So those images in between, since we changed the color in the background, we can actually now change them to screen and drop the opacity a little bit more. Let's try to multiply. A lot of times just creating these graphics is really just trial and error. Just keep messing with it, and nothing's going to be perfect when you're designing something from scratch. So the acceptance of trying to put it together so it is visually aesthetic, something you would want to see if you were, you know, pass by it. Let's see. I don't like what the top layer did there, so I'm going to change that back to, by going pink. I need something a little bit darker, but not too dark, because I want the color to be What do you think of that so far? Like I said, I want to throw some pets in there. Somebody playing sports.
Fly free, little bird.
Stuff like that. Let's see.
Alright.
There is a raccoon throwing up the peace signs.
Oh, I think the radio's got a dead battery.
Yeah, it probably needs plugged in. I don't know where that charger is at.
Look at my headphones. Can you see it on there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it's up behind the dryer, I think. Oops.
I don't want to put a goat in there.
Wrong button.
Maybe more like lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Oh my.
We shall see.
Why are we not cooperating?
See, here's one other thing we can do on top of this. I know this is probably more in depth. I could have probably planned this out a little bit better, but generally this is how I operate. Right now I'm making these graphics from complete scratch. So, you're gonna have to bear with me here. This is just let's jump at it and just make some videos. So I'm gonna use Adobe Firefly, which is it is their AI tool for image generation, and we're gonna look for a large tiger, in the distance, looking to the side with a sunset background. See if it'll load. Yeah, I like those. Let's see. If you've never used Adobe Firefly or any AI tools to create images or graphics or anything like that, the more specific you are, the better. I generally start with a generalized term. If anybody is interested in that, make sure, leave a comment and let me know. And I will actually go through this step by step and play around with it and make a whole video on it and all these different features that I'm about to use. We'll try to explain them as I go, but you get these different effects here that you can throw in, and there'll be search terms that add to your original search. So I'm going to go with vibrant colors. First off, I'm going to download all of those because I like those. Lighting, I think I want either a dramatic light or a surreal light. We're going to go surreal light. And camera angle, you have multiple. You got close-up, nulling, landscape photography, macro photography. Photograph through a window is pretty cool because it's from the inside looking out.
Pizza Hut.
Oh, that tiger is like chilling in that window. That's cool. I'm going to change the search term to a full body view of a large tiger. See if we can get the whole body of the tiger instead of just its head. Generally when you get stuck like that, it's, oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, those are super cool.
I love the colors that you get on those.
Yeah, it's the surreal light.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, the surreal lighting and mixing it with vibrant colors tends to make it.
I want to pull all these cards out because I want to get them all done.
I'm gonna choose photo this time instead of art. I'm gonna generate it that way because then it looks like it's real.
My eyeballs are still
Still dry?
struggling.
Yeah. Oh, those are cool. If you guys see lions and tigers and bears in my videos, oh my.
Oh my.
You'll know why. I did not mean for that to rhyme. No,
You
I
at
lie.
least you're not a mime.
No, I lie. I'm going to change the camera angle. And a lot of times when I find something I like image-wise, graphic-wise, if I find a graphic in AI that I like, search term-wise, I will grab that image, because if I believe I can use it in multiple places, what I'll do is I'll actually do the search term with multiple different camera angles to see and grab them, just in case, you know, if I decide I want to make that video again, but I want everything to be like a top view down, I'm going to want all those same images that I got to be that way.
Okay.
That didn't even turn out the way it was supposed to. Shot from above. Well, the lion is on a mountain, so I guess the cameraman's above a lot of things, but not the tiger. It is coming up with some beautiful pictures. Let's see what that does. How many views you up to?
Total? I don't know. 16. But I suppose it isn't bad because, you know, I'm not doing anything.
Oops, I did not download those. I think I'm 255, 233. I haven't caught on if anybody was actually saying anything though. I tried to say hi. Sorry guys. I'm just on here, you know, if you're bored and you want to listen to somebody designing graphics. I'm trying to verbalize everything out loud, but I'm also making a YouTube tutorial video on what I'm doing, so if you guys want to see what I'm doing, you can follow me over at WebCam Graphics on YouTube. Yeah, WebCam Graphics, at WebCam Graphics. And I'm going to start posting these. This will be my first one that I've made, my first tutorial on how to do this, what I do. Alright, so I'm going to continue on with the video because now I have an image that I want, and they will be in my download folder. So I'm going to choose one of these tigers. I kind of feel like I need to use the white tiger because, and I think all the images are kind of the left side of the video. So I'm going to choose a tiger that is on the right facing left and drop that in there. And I don't think I meant to do that. I don't even know how I did that. Let's see if that works again. Okay. That was pretty cool though. That's a new feature I did not know about, and I really like that. Quite a bit actually. I didn't know that I could do that. I actually blend it into the video, which is I did not catch. I'm gonna have that animate in. I'm actually gonna have, because the last one, the image is floating or growing out, so I'm gonna have this actually come in from behind that, shrinking in, change it from energetic to smooth. And then I will run that way and we'll see what it looks like. Could have definitely had it go a little bit slower, I think. That's the longest duration it has, so... maybe just a fade in. Oh, I think we can go with the blur effect. I like that. I still don't want it to be energetic.
Okay. One job done, on to the next.
That's pretty cool. I like that. All right. I'm going to change the positioning of that though. I'm also going to get rid of the background on that. Okay, now that we got rid of the background, let's see. It's coming together.
Do you know what you're going to put on it yet, or is it just
Nope,
gonna
I have no clue. One of those quotes would be great though.
think about flying and being free?
Yeah, probably. Loop. I think I'm gonna have it flicker.
Not too far.
Drop the intensity of the flicker a little bit.
I want to start getting ready by like 6, you know.
I know.
XY. I don't want that on there.
Let's see if we can. Yeah, I'm gonna have it blur out so that it leaves. Oh, intensity.
That is not the one I want to do right now.
So it's gonna come back in the same way he came in. The way he came in, he's gonna go out the same way. Okay, now the very last thing I think I want to do with this, I don't want to add too much more, but the background it needs to blend together more, in my opinion, to make everything stick, make the images look like they're coming from somewhere, basically. I don't know how else to describe it, and I think it'll be best to just show it. So if I go in, I think I'm going to grab a background, maybe a background, yeah, nature. And I think I want to grab, like I said earlier, the forest scenes and stuff like that are pretty good for serenity and having faith in yourself, mountaintops, you know, high hopes and ambitions. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I might have one of my images already. Because like I said, I will go through all the AI tools and I will remake the images from every different camera angle and then look for duplicate images and save all of them. Okay, but where did I put you? AI images. The cool thing about it is that if you save them, you save the images from Adobe, it saves them with the keywords and the names that you actually used to search it up. So even in your folder, you can search the same way as you do on there for one keyword, and it'll pull up everything you've ever made in your folder, which is, I think, really, really efficient.
Please tell me we have that listed.
So since I know I can blend that image in to this now, see, this looks so cool, it almost looks like it could be an ad for something. Did you see that? I dropped that forest background onto that. Now you see it?
I like that.
Now the only other thing I want to do is like a sun, just a sun in the background coming and going. Now I will probably need an AI graphic for that one, so we're gonna go back here. Sun on the horizon on a beautiful weather day. So I still have the surreal lighting, the vibrant colors and stuff like that active. So I might have to change those. Yeah, I don't really need this surreal lighting. I don't mind those sunsets. I don't really want the sunset, I just want the sun off in the distance. Get rid of vibrant colors. And I'm gonna do landscape photography and see if anything better pops up.
Landscape photography?
Yeah, see if taking the image that way.
Audrey said she's going to find you in real life.
Oh, are you? Why is that? I don't even think what I'm doing right now is that entertaining. I can't even believe anybody's watching. Thank you, guys. So, so the landscape photography looked pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with dramatic light to see if maybe it, we kind of want, because this is going to actually be in the background coming through, and so yeah, okay, so those look way better. It's going to be coming through the background, blending through the background of the top image. So we're going to want it to, the dramatic light is basically just the light is focused at your, your main focal point is in the center. Vibrant colors, golden cool tones, I don't want a cool tone. Pastel colors, warm tone, I don't want the warm tone either, so I'm not going to mess with those. We can try harsh light and see what it does. Ah, those look pretty good. Change that from photograph through a window. Like I said, I always choose that one. I think it's pretty cool. It's almost like you're sitting there having your morning coffee or something. Especially a sunset through a window. I mean, as a graphic designer or anybody creating Windows whatsoever, or not Windows, anybody creating graphics or videos or anything like that, to have a sunset out of a video, have a sunset out of a window could be used in a lot of different scenarios. Just stuttered over every word there. Only reason I stuttered over every word was because AI cracks me up so much. So sun on the horizon on a beautiful weather, and that's, I left it at that. And then I get what looks like an airplane window. I'm assuming it's an outside of an airplane window, a sunset, but it's sitting on the ground in a cornfield looking out. And then the other one looks like it's a house window with curtains, but it's up in the sky like the airplane should be. Look, this is a house window flying over the sea, and this is an airplane window on the ground. That's killing me right now. That's hilarious. I'm gonna do a wide angle.
Oh no. No.
See what that looks like. Oh. Okay.
Start there. There. Now you're there.
Was that not on there?
No, I ended it in.
Oh, I'll come right back in.
You already.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There.
I gotcha. Okay. Time to finish this up. So the very last thing I'm going to do is take and drop an image into this. Oh, it's right up here. What sunset do I want, though? I think I want the sunset over the clouds. Over a mountaintop. I think maybe the sun over the mountaintop would be... where are you at? Lost it. The other thing you can do with AI is you can choose your size of your photo. I've been using square, so for TikTok videos it's really not the most efficient way, but it does work. Ugh. No, my hands aren't working either. I'm gonna have the sunset actually fade in about halfway through, like as the eagle's leaving, as the eagle is bouncing. About halfway through. And I'm just gonna have it, honestly, just maybe grayscale in. Duration. I want it to be a long duration. I want it to come in slow, so that it just brightens up.
How do we not have a cliff area?
What are we looking at here? Alright.
Let's say Malibu Sean. Hello. How's it going? Happy Saturday.
I totally missed it. It's trying to stretch. My body hurts. I don't like how fast it comes in though, so we're gonna have to use fade. I just don't like how fast it jumps in there, just like pops up. I don't want it to just pop up. I want it to gradually get brighter as, you know, the things get more positive in the background. I think we're gonna have to do something with the eagle too, because it's gonna need to be What is this? Oh, that's the forest, isn't it? Sure is. Oh, that's because duh. Alright, so now we gotta drop another layer over the top because we lost the top of our sandwich.
What kind of sandwich was it?
It was a motivational sandwich. Extra meat.
Yeah, you always like that double meat. Toasted.
Mm-hmm. And actually, so you can increase the speed of it waving as well, and I kind of wanted that to be a little bit more aggressive. So I'm going to change the color on that top layer again. I'd originally changed that color, but then I blended it in with that forest. Yeah, so you can barely see the woman's face in the background, and then the other woman is just slightly appearing. What's going on here? Why is this?
Found a card not listed.
Why is it so short? What is going on here?
Whoops.
So the only thing is blending them in the background. So let's see if we can make her appear a little bit more. I like the green and the blue, honestly. I will actually make it again too, because there's a lot. My son is colorblind, and he is severely colorblind when it comes down to blue and green, and he cannot see things. Okay. Now, why is that? Okay, we are gonna drop that. Oh. Oh, come on. I'm gonna put that back on top, and I'm going to actually get rid of the. There we go. Now it's more like a monotone color scheme, I would say.
Watercolor?
Yeah, like pastels. It's pretty cool though, because you can kind of see everything happening in the background. The only person I don't see right now is, I don't see the woman. Oh yeah, there she is. It's like they're almost invisible. It's crazy. Let's see.
Next color.
that. So multiply the images and about 75% of opacity. Let's see. 75 and then multiply. We're going to do the same thing with the eagle. I'm going to multiply him. I'm actually going to brighten him up a bit. Hopefully that pops out a little bit more. This is gonna be like an optical illusion image. There's a lot of detail to this, a lot. You guys on TikTok, if you follow me, you'll see when I post it.
All the different stuff.
Yeah, all the different stuff, and if you pay attention to it, everything going on in there. But you also, if you watch this on live, you'll see what I mean. I still want... Okay, so for the tiger, I'm actually not going to blend him in the background at all. I'm just going to leave him as a normal image, because it... Wow, that looked cool. I like that. Alright, I can take that for sure. Almost cheating in the way that I'm making the images look like they're doing what the background's doing, if you pick up what I'm saying. So by dropping a layer over a layer over a layer, you know, it's all coming together really nice, actually. So and I'm gonna try that with the eagle as well and see if it doesn't look better. Oh yeah, that's... Okay, that is done. So now the only thing I would say is I'm gonna save this by itself, and I'm not gonna save it as a motivational quote. I'm gonna actually don't tell me I just deleted something. I did not. Oh, phew. No, don't do that. I'm going to save it as inspirational template. That way I can use it for multiple quote videos and maybe intros, because this almost looks like a Disney intro in my opinion. So like I said, I started out, I did not know what I wanted. I had no clue what I wanted. In fact, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll either hear a quote or I'll see a quote, and then or I'll feel a certain way, or I'll talk to a family member and they're having a rough day with something specifically, and I'll make something up to help them see, or hopefully that they run across it and that brightens their day up a little bit. So this is just a in-depth tutorial of this. There's obviously certain ways to do this that are way different, and this may not even be the easiest way, but if you want to just take, and this is it's a stew of graphics and images all blended together, and you see how I used AI to do it. Dropped it in. I used the templates that came with Adobe. Some of the stock, made some of my own stock, but the way I put them together makes them a completely different entity, if that makes sense.
Now the question will be, will it get flagged?
It will get flagged. So each time I post a video directly, so if I save this to the computer and I post it up on TikTok, whenever I save it directly to the computer and then post it to TikTok from here, it gets flagged at 50 to 60 views in general. and that got pretty annoying because I would win the appeal process each time. But, well, it still got annoying. So then I tried to upload here at YouTube for the YouTube Shorts, and I uploaded one there, and then I re-downloaded it, and then I uploaded that same video from YouTube Shorts, and I uploaded it, and then I uploaded the exact same video to TikTok as well without the YouTube Short download. And the one that was the YouTube Short one got more views, didn't get flagged, and the other one did. So identical video, but just re-downloaded from YouTube Shorts, and for some reason it didn't get flagged. So the only thing I can think is there's a good possibility, and I'm not sure yet. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it, and I'm not even going to look into depth in it because it's not that big of an issue. But the only thing I can think is that there's something in the metrics or the background of when I save a video. So I haven't pulled up the properties of these files. If I pull up the properties of these files, I could probably find there's something in there that TikTok's algorithm is picking up on and saying, hey, this isn't yours for some reason. And this is, everything that I just used is all free. They're free images, they're not premium content. You know, Adobe does have its own premium content that you can use. It's pretty expensive though, honestly. It's very expensive actually. I was in shock over it. So I don't think I can on the TikTok editor. See, this video is 17 seconds long. So I don't think on the TikTok editor I can not on the PC. On the TikTok editor on the PC, I don't think there's a way, because I don't have TikTok Studio, I don't think there's a way to edit the text and stuff like that. It's more of an app-based thing. So it's easier to do it on the app. But in general, I would probably just want to load this video to TikTok and then download it to my phone, which is the easiest way to get that video to my phone. Or to YouTube and save it as a draft and then download it from YouTube. But I think YouTube actually charges you after a while. I'm not 100% sure on that. If anybody else knows, let me know. But I am going to do one thing. I am going to put my watermark in the background of this because I like this, but I also don't want somebody just running away with it. So I will throw that maybe in the middle somewhere. So that it doesn't mess anything up. And you can barely see it. Alright, so let's make sure that didn't mess up the video because some of it is blended to the background. You can see it in there, but I want to make sure that that watermark can't be removed. Okay, it looks pretty good. See if I can. I kind of want to put it somewhere inside of the video that is very, you can barely see it. I don't want to be able to see it. I don't personally want to see it in there. I just want to know that if somebody's taking my content, I'll actually know that it's my content, because you can't, there's no, you could remove that watermark from there, but that would be a very, very difficult process in my opinion. That's almost too invisible actually. Okay, that turned out super cool, honestly. Alright, so I'm going to download it again because I just did that. So I'm going to I don't know how to save giraffes on.
Not listed either.
What are you doing? Why is your camera angle like that?
So they can see the cards.
No, anybody talking about them?
No.
My wife is listing Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
So she's in the background living TikTok as well.
Counting cards.
So I will go ahead and I will open up my TikTok. I will go to upload. Oh, it's gonna take a minute. My internet is, every time I check the speed test on it, all of a sudden it works. And then when I'm not checking the speed test on it, it doesn't work. Drives me nuts. Alright. So I just named the file TikTok video. I'm actually gonna rename it to inspirational quote. Motivational TikTok video. And upload it. Oops. Yeah. It looks pretty cool. Well, let me edit the video though. See, it won't let me put text in there. But I can save it as a draft. Inspirational. Motivational. Quotes. I don't know why. Quote of the day. Obviously. And I don't know what cover I'm going to choose for this one, to be honest with you. I'll have to choose after I put some text in there, but that's basically it. So I can save it as a draft. I can run a copyright check on it on the PC. I do have AI generated content, so I will click that is AI generated content back there. You know, not hiding anything from anybody. And then I will save it as a draft, and then I can continue on my phone. And once I continue on my phone, I can add some text directly on this platform, and then I can upload this to YouTube Shorts and Facebook Reels and add music from their platforms separately, so it's just basically a background video. And then I can also go back here to my file and I can actually make a video there as well and have the text actually blend in and everything more naturally if I wanted to. But if I was to have added the text to the video specifically and then just save that as a final project or product, it would be stuck there no matter what. And if I change my mind on what I wanted to say or editing the video, I can go back and do that later if I just type the quote on the platform. So I hope that was helpful, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. So if you have any questions, let me know. Send me a message, follow me. I follow back on things, and subscribe and all that good stuff, and follow me on social media, WebCam Graphics. And I will be back with some more videos and going over some stuff like that and making intro videos for YouTube.